And welcome in ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda Dealers. That's Jenkins and Jordan Seidensticker for the Warriors, kicking the ball off to about the 32-yard line, where it's fair caught by Benedictine, and we are underway here from Memorial Stadium. PJ Zuko here with you for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda Dealers. In Savannah, as Jenkins and Benedictine do battle in this 4A region contest between the Warriors and the Cadets. The Cadets, first play from scrimmage here. Justin Thomas gets the give right up the middle, gets 4 or 5 yards out to the 36-yard line. And Benedictine going quick, as they always like to do after a positive play here. It's Holden Garner in the gun. Takes the snap, looks over the middle. That's Justin Thomas, complete out to the left side, finding some room, and is taken down there at about the 48, 47-yard line there of Jenkins by Jashard Ritchie there at cornerback for the Jenkins Warriors this evening, lining up against Zaquan Bryant. Now, in the flex bone here is the Cadets, and a handoff right up the gut. This time, punching his way forward is Lamont Mitchell. So he just keeps on rolling and is brought down there at the 32, about 32.5-yard line of Jenkins. So Benedictine, their first drive, just rolling right now, and Jenkins a quick timeout here to talk things over. So a quick first possession here is Benedictine really putting some positive play as the Cadets get set for a 1st and 10, another 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line there of Jenkins. So here with a huge region matchup here is in years past, as this region was formed with Jenkins and Benedictine, of course, New Hampstead and Islands as well in this one. And it's been Jenkins and Benedictine going back and forth for the past few years. Right now, new head coach, of course, Tony Welch there with the Jenkins Warriors. You have Danny Britt leading the Cadets, and this one's starting off region play for both these teams here in 2021. Now Holden Garner with 5 wide, gets it out to Zaquan Bryant, who's finding some room, some great blocking there on the outside as he picks up another 14 yards there for Zaquan Bryant down to the 18-yard line. Benedictine already in the red zone here with 11:18 to go in the first quarter. Cadets rolling here. Garner back in the gun with Lamont Mitchell there in the backfield. Give up the middle. He's slowed up and taken down there in the backfield. That's the one. Gets a few yards there on that one, but that's big Larry Johnson getting in there for the Jenkins Warriors. A 6'7", 330-pound senior. Still pick up 2 yards, though, are the Cadets as they swing it out wide to Zaquan Bryant there on the left side. Gets a good block, shakes off a tackle, and he's going to be right down that first down marker, but not quite, as he's taken down around the 10-yard line. There, and a good solid gain for the Cadets. It's going to be about 3rd and 2 here for Benedictine coming up from the 11-yard line, excuse me. Holden Garner in the gun, 5 wide. Nobody in the backfield with him here on 3rd down as he looks to his left. No one out there on the flat. And that's caught. Does he make it to the end zone? He does. Big touchdown to open the scoring there for Benedictine. Holden Garner able to swing it out wide. And the Cadets able to get out in the end zone as a wide receiver is able to find some space and fight his way into the end zone. First score here with 10:25 left to go in the first. And that one through the uprights for Benedictine from Asher Sigmund. So big first drive for the Cadets. They march right down the field A 68-yard touchdown drive for the Cadets to start this one out and open the scoring. I want to thank End Market here for fine, fresh food, healthy snack choices, and helpful employees at your local End Market. Established in Savannah in 1964, End Market is passionate about bringing healthy options to their customers, promoting healthy initiatives as well throughout the communities they serve in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Did you know they've built a new app with tons of features? Download the End Market app today to get exclusive app-only coupons and pay for fuel from your phone. We know at an End Market gas station, you'll be able to find a fresh choice and friendly face anytime you go there and stop at End Market. Hudson Grove getting set, ready to kick this one away for Benedictine. 7-0 lead with 10:25 here to go in the first quarter. We'll see how Jenkins can respond. This is Grove sending it away down. Does it make it to the end zone? Looks like it does. It's going to be a touchback for the Jenkins Warriors. Is that one pushed all the way back to about 1 foot inside the end zone for the touchback. Solid kick off there by Hudson Grove. But now it's Tony Welch-led offense. Comes out on the field for Jenkins. Jenkins at 3-3 here on the year. Tony Welch obviously done many successful things here in the Savannah area. Of course, winning state championships at Memorial Day. Got Savannah High back into contention a few years ago with some very solid teams there. Goes home to Claxton and then says it comes back to his home, away from home here in Savannah. Now leading the Jenkins Warriors. That solid pickup here on first down for Jenkins. Gets about 4 or 5 on that one, out to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up for Jenkins. Jeremiah James there at quarterback for the Warriors, and that Larry Johnson getting going a little bit too early there on that one, ready to go. So you take that positive gain there on first down, take it back away here on second. Going to be right back to 2nd and 10 for Jenkins here from their own 20. $8:52 to go here in the first quarter. Benedictine finding the end zone there on their first drive as the Cadets lead at 7-0. Now Jenkins backing up into the shotgun. You have James there in the gun, and it looks like there's some more movement as he was getting ready to take the snap. It's going to back him up another 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 15 here from the 15 for Jenkins after that false start penalty. So, a really positive gain there on first down and take it away and then some here on second. James gets it out to the outside. This one's caught, but wrapped up quickly and well by that Benedictine defense. You have Holden Sapp getting out there. You have number 32, Wilkes Albert as well, getting out on the tackle. That was Jordan Holmes with the catch, but nothing doing there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now 3rd and 15 from the Warriors' own 15-yard line here. Now they get back into this wing T offense. And what do we have here? We might have another false start. We'll see. Had some motion there in that one. You're going to see a lot of motion in these offenses tonight. But this offensive lineman can't get going too early, and it looks like that's what we might have again here for Jenkins. Moving it back here to the 10-yard line now, 3rd and 20 for the Warriors. Jeremiah James back in the wing tee, looking on the left side now. Back in his own end zone, is able to get it out of there, and that one is caught there on the right side, on the far side of the field. Still, the speed of that Benedictine defense able to chase down the wide receiver there, trying to get a number for you. But either way, taken down there at about the 12-yard line. And going to bring up 4th and 18 here for Jenkins as they bring out the punt team.
Thomas Christian Gotel here with you in Memorial Stadium. Braves drop game number 1 here this evening. Unfortunately, we are here live at Memorial Stadium. It is 7-0 Benedictine. They got the ball first, won the toss again, and Jenkins goes 3 down.
And the punter gets it away. Here's Aquan Bryan, receives the punt and has find some rooms there on the left side. Solid stiff arm there and able to get it down to about the 20-yard line, but a flag coming in there at about the 28. We'll see if this is a hold or not. See if it's coming back or it's going to stay there on the 20 for Benedictine. We'll see here. It looks like they're pointing back at a Benedictine cadet, and this one going to push the Cadets back a little bit. Either way, Benedictine not bothered very much on that first drive as they marched right down the field in about 1:30 seconds. And yeah, that one going to be a hold on Jenkins. But it seemed like every play was a first down there for Benedictine on that first drive. And Holden Garner able to complete a touchdown pass there and grab the early lead. Now, back to it for the Cadets offense from the 48 here of Jenkins. Edge in motion. Garner takes it and chucks it out there to Zaquan Bryan, who catches it, but it's also in the dirt. Had to go down in the dirt to catch that one. It's out to the 45-yard line of Jenkins. Going to be a 2nd and 7 here for Benedictine. Holden Garner in the gun again. 5 wide for the Cadets. Cameron Edge in motion once again. Looking out to Edge. This one low but complete. And he goes to the inside, weaves back out to the outside. That's going to be enough for a first down if it stays that way. About a 10-yard pickup, but a flag on the ground here at about the 44-yard line. Looking like this one might be another hold here on Benedictine. We'll see. And looking like it's going to be exactly that. Hold bringing it back there for Benedictine. Ten-yard penalty there. Again, obviously a spot foul, so that's going to bring it back to the 46. It'll be about a 1st and 14 here for the Cadets from their own 44-yard line. Now, Benedictine going back to the I form. Tight I form for the Cadets. Justin Thomas there in the backfield. The pitch out to the left side. Lamont Mitchell blocking in front. He's able to shake a few tackles. If he was able to shake that one. Nothing but green grass in front of him. Luckily, the Jenkins Warrior linebacker there looked like number 42, Elliot Hutchinson. Able to get out there and make a great tackle on the outside. But Cadets still in business. Justin Thomas, right side. And carrying tacklers down to about the 34-yard line there of Jenkins. So 2nd and 14 turns into a first down here for the Cadets. A couple holding penalties, not enough to slow them down this evening. All the way out to the 33 here. Cameron Edge in motion again. Garner unloads down the left side. In that one in a double coverage and broken up. He was looking for Zaquan Bryan, but that one broken up by Jashard Ritchie. Cornerback tasked with covering Bryan out there this evening and has done a solid job on a few of those passes. First time he was tested deep down the field this evening and is able to come away with that breakup to safety as well. Able to come over and help him out a bit. And that looked like Trenton Rhodes getting back there. Now back in the tight flex bone are the Cadets. Lamont Mitchell up the middle. Taken down. Did the ball come out? Looks like it did. And Mitchell kind of went end over end there. I believe landed awkwardly, so he's kind of slow getting up, but he did drop the ball there, and it is Jenkins' ball. First turnover of the ball game. The Jenkins defense able to come away with a fumble recovery there at the 28-yard line. You hope Lamont Mitchell is okay. Kind of, again, put his shoulder down, tried to run over the linebacker there, and kind of came down awkwardly on his shoulder, head. Either way, Jenkins Warriors comes away with the ball here now back in the wing tee for the Warriors. Jeremiah James, that quarterback, hands this one off up the middle. And that the ball's on the ground now again. Benedictine comes away with it. That's Justin Thomas having a nose for the football, knowing where it's going to be. Falls right on that one. And, man, 2 back-to-back fumbles. You get a gift from this Jenkins defense, and the offense sadly gives it right back. Believe that was Justin Thomas obviously coming away there with that fumble recovery. Now Benedictine gets the gift themselves. 31-yard line here for the Cadets, now trying to make use of a turnover of their own. This 44, Hunter Dunn able to find some room there off the left side. Pick up 3 or 4 here on first down, but again, penalty flag coming in. We'll see what this one is. Again, right around that line of scrimmage at about the 30-yard line. Refs consulting here. And let's see what we have here. Personal foul, face mask there from the Jenkins defense. So that's a free 15 for Benedictine after the 3 or 4 yard pickup by Hunter Dunn. Obviously a first down there for the Cadets as well, all the way down now to about the 14-yard line. 15, excuse me, for Benedictine. Holden Garner in the gun. You have Dunn again to the right of him. Play action. Now throws it over the middle. Was looking for Cam Edge, and he's looking for a flag, but not going to get it. And some contact there, but either way, a slot receiver looking for a flag. I mean, there's a lot of action going on there in the middle of the field, especially that close to the line of scrimmage. Not normally going to get that call, and didn't get that one there. So 2nd and 10 here for Benedictine. Right back to the flex bone now for the Cadets. Garner. Play action. Still has this one. Looking to his right side. And that one is in and out of the hands of his wide receiver in the back of the end zone. Man, that would have been a heck of a catch. Either way, not able to come down with that one. That was Holden Sapp, it looks like, coming in as one of the tight ends there on the flex bone. Not able to come down with it, but whew, that was almost quite the grab there by Sapp in the back of the end zone. 3rd and 10 now, though, for the Cadets. Got to get down to about the 5-yard line to get a first. Holden Garner now 5 wide in the gun. Looking to his right now, scans over the middle of the field. Fits that one. Goodness gracious. Fits that one in. Cam Edge comes down with it. What a display of arm talent that was from Garner. A tight window there over the middle of the field. Great coverage by the Jenkins defense, and sometimes you're just going to get burned by that type of connection. Down to the 3-yard line, 4-yard line here for Benedictine. Back into the eye. Justin Thomas takes the pitch, and he cuts his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Benedictine with 5:11 to go in the first. The Cadets go up by 2 scores here, and Asher Sigmund comes on to try the point after. Man, that go back to that 3rd and 10 call. Of course, 5 wide. Holden Garner able to scan the field. Great blocking up front and fit it in. A tight window there to Cam Edge, and of course that carries over. Back, you go from the spread into the tight I form there for Justin Thomas, and they love that pitch there on the left or right side, wherever they go for it. And obviously went to the left that time. Justin Thomas has a choice to use the speed, get to the pylon, or cut it up. He cuts it up, able to get in the end zone there. But Benedictine goes up two scores in this one. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Want to thank Uniform Source, a multifaceted uniform store serving the greater Savannah area. School, scrubs, safety, restaurant, catering, church ushers too. Embroidery also available there at 818 Easter End Avenue in Savannah, Georgia, or check out their store inside of the Savannah Mall there at the Uniform Source. PJ Zuko here with you from Memorial Stadium, ESPN's high school game day game of the week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers from Memorial Stadium. As the Benedictine Cadets have jumped out to a 14-0 lead over these Jenkins Warriors, and big region matchup between these two teams. Obviously, you have Islands and New Hampstead in this region as well. The first region game of the year for the Cadets and the Warriors. But kickoff here, Jenkins fields it around the 20 and able to get to about the 28, 29 yard line before they're pushed back. Kieran Glover able to get in there. A couple more Benedictine Cadets able to get in there on the tackle. But a solid return by Jenkins. It gets it out to about the 27-yard line. And went backwards on that first drive, not from actual negative plays, but 3 false start penalties on that first drive. Then get a gift with the fumble there from your defense and give it right back there in one play. So third possession here for the Warriors offense. This is James over the middle out of the shotgun. That one incomplete. The fall short there. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. He's looking for his slot receiver there over the middle of the field. That one just goes right into the dirt. 2nd and 10 here for Jenkins now. It's Jeremiah James and this multiple offense for the Warriors, kind of switching back and forth between this wing tee and shotgun tonight. They'll go back into the wing tee for 2nd and 10. James, play action, looking to his left now, and this one is caught by Trey Brown. Did he get his foot in bounds? He did. It's a solid little out route there by Trey Brown. And a good completion, good pass there by James all the way out to the 45-yard line for Jenkins. That's going to be enough for a first. Move those sticks for the Warriors for the first time tonight. Trying to get some momentum rolling here. Back into the wing tee for Jenkins now. And again, looking to his right, cuts this one up now, takes it himself, is James, out to about the 48-yard line there of Benedictine. Solid 7-yard pickup for Jenkins there on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 3, certainly 2nd and manageable, 2nd and short for the Warriors here. First play on the Benedictine side of the field here this evening as well. Back into the wing tee now. James under center. Takes a snap, hands this one off right up the middle, but met right there at the line of scrimmage is number 25, Sylvester Harris. And maybe about a half-yard pickup there by Harris. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 now for Jenkins. Two downs, you would think, here for the Warriors to get 2 yards. And back into the wing tee. James hands this one off to the fullback. Oh, it looks like he was bumped right as he went to give that one away, but still fighting his way forward is number 5 there, Joshua Pridgeon for Jenkins, and he's able to get just enough. Get about to the 45, 44.5-yard line. Either way, that's enough for a first down. Back to 1st and 10 here for Jenkins. And James going to back up into the shotgun here, looking to his left, looking for Trey Brown down the field, and he catches that one, but is out of bounds. Forced out by the throw there and not able to come away with that one is Trey Brown. I'd love to see him step back and take some shots here for the Warriors. You kind of have that balance, right, of having that tight run game, having that those tight run formations and ability to run the football, but then able to hit some deep shots. But you got to really capitalize them when you do that. And when the throw's out of bounds, you don't really give your wide receiver a chance there. But you can see the potential, no doubt. 2nd and 10. Jeremiah James in motion. This is the counter out of that wing tee. Benedictine not fooled though, excuse me. As a running back taken down. That's Sylvester Harris again, taken down right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe about half a yard gain there on that one. Now we'll see how they play this one here on 3rd and 9, about 9.5 for Jenkins. Going to come back out in the wing tee. You have Holmes there in motion. James looking for some room on his right. Looks over the middle of the field and throws, and that one's picked off by Benedictine. Huge interception there by the Cadets. That Ben Hollerback coming away with the interception as James was looking late for Trey Brown over the middle of the field. Looks like he was stumbling a little bit there as he tried to find some room. Defense was closing in on him and just tried to make a play. Trey Brown kind of a little bit behind him there as well, and Hollerback able to zoom right in and pick off that pass for Jenkins. So 3 possessions for the Warriors, 2 turnovers on the night for Jenkins, but some positive momentum on that one before turnover there, obviously. But and that an interesting one there. Sorry, I had a couple different calls there as a flag came in very early, but not going to be offsides on Jenkins as Benedictine got set to go. They're going to be a 1st and 5 for these Benedictine Cadets from about the 44-yard line after the huge interception by Hollerback and the offsides play. Lamont Mitchell with the give off the left side, able to find some room before he's taken down and upended there at about the 32-yard line. Again, enough to move the sticks here for Benedictine. Good to see Mitchell back on the field after that awkward kind of takedown impact there on his shoulder, kind of neck area earlier in the game. Shook up a little bit, but able to come back in. This is Garner over the middle to Justin Thomas. Huge catch up the seam there by Thomas. Another 15, 16-yard gain. And this Benedictine offense is firing on all cylinders once again as they get right back inside the red zone of the Jenkins Warriors. Garner in the gun. Hands it off to Lamont Mitchell, who's taken down there with about a 1-yard loss for the Cadets, and a late flag coming in here. We'll see what happened there. You had Timothy Randolph, defensive end, able to get in the backfield, make a play there for this Jenkins defense. Then a late sideline here, and the refs talking to each other, talking this one over before they make the call. If the play stands, it's going to push Benedictine back to the 20-yard line, and instead it's going to push him back even more here. Let's see. You have a personal foul. Well, it looks like a late hit there on Benedictine, I believe. So that another 15 yards for the Cadets going backwards. At a huge instance for this Jenkins defense. Now the Cadets having to line up at the 35-yard line and get all the way down to the 8 for a first down. And have a bit of a discussion once again. And I believe we had the clock running as it's all the way down to 1:47. I think we had the clock running all the way throughout that penalty call. So we'll see here with you from Memorial Stadium for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah Low Country Honda Dealers. Benedictine in the lead here, 14-0. Gets out to a early lead with a couple of big touchdowns by their offense, huge drives, 2 big turnovers by their defense, trying to capitalize on the second one here on this drive, but obviously pushed back pretty far here to the 35-yard line on now a 2nd and 27. And it looks like we have things reset. Although still clock rolling again here. And didn't really change much there either. So 1:40 on the clock. Garner back in the gun. You have Edge in motion. Garner takes the snap, now snap it up in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Looks like Tavion Gadsden there able to get in and make the tackle there. Good coverage sack by Jenkins there. Gave Gadsden enough time to get back to Garner. Good job not letting him utilize his speed or athleticism either. So 3rd and 27. Give it off to Lamont Mitchell here for about a 6-yard gain to the 29-yard line. This is going to bring up 4th from the 29. So got to get down to the 8 here. Going to be 4th and 21. But, I mean, we'll see. I believe you got a strong leg. You got a solid kicker. But I believe this might be right out of field goal range. But we'll see. Never mind. Bringing out the field goal kicker here, Asher Sigmund. So, excuse me, they're going to bring Hudson Grove in here for the kick. This is a 45-yard field goal attempt for Hudson Grove. And kick is up and away. Veers off to the left, had just enough leg, but veers off to the left. That one no good for Hudson Grove. So the defense able to bow up. Big late hit penalty there as well against Benedictine on that one. And Jenkins able to come away in that possession with no points on the board. First time tonight for Benedictine. And not able to capitalize on the big turnover interception there by Ben Hollerback on Jenkins' last possession. So the Warriors come back out. Since that was a missed field goal and a missed attempt at a score, it's going to line it up there at the 20-yard line with the high school rules. So, I mean, if you're the Benedictine defense with that attempt, with that field goal attempt, you actually make the Jenkins offense lose yards on that. But Jeremiah James here in the Jenkins offense from the 20-yard line out of the wing tee, and we already have a flag down before that one gets going. We'll see if this is another false start here on the Warriors. And looks like, well, don't want to speak too soon here. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they are going to push it back for Jenkins. I believe that is their 4th false start on the night here for the Warriors. It's going to be 1st and 15, so your defense comes away with a big stop on that one. And sadly, your offense backing up before they get going here. 1st and 15 from the 15-yard line here for the Warriors. Same situation as their first drive of the night. And back in the wing tee for Jeremiah James. Hands this one off, believes this one is... He's able to get out to about the 25-yard line here. 10-yard pickup there by Sylvester Harris. Out of the backfield. And a solid pickup there on first down by Jenkins. Is going to bring up a 2nd and 5 here when we come back for the second quarter. Benedictine leading this one 14-0 here from Memorial Stadium. The Cadets over the Warriors. Want to thank Cash and Carry for all they do here for high school football. Cash and Carry, pull your part. They make it easy to save money and time on your car repairs. They have a large inventory of quality vehicles updated every week, and they make finding the right used auto part in Savannah simple and easy there at Cash and Carry, pull your part. Also want to thank Coach's Corner. Coach's just turned 30 years old, and Coach's Corner has been named Savannah and Thunderbolt's favorite sports bar in town over 25 of those years. Guests can enjoy televised sports, great food, and fun. There are other ways to have fun there at Coach's Corner as well, including interactive trivia, video games, darts, and cornhole. There's never a dull moment here since there's something on every single night. They're at 3016 East Victory Drive in Thunderbolt at Coach's Corner. PJ Zuko here with you for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. As we get set to kick off, or not kick off, but bring you back to the second quarter here from Memorial Stadium, as Benedictine leads this one 14-0. But the Jenkins Warriors showed some promise there on that last offensive possession, got into the Benedictine territory before they threw an interception there on third down, but able to move the ball, get a big first down play here to start off this drive as well. So we'll see what the Warriors offense can keep doing here with a 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line in this wing tee. Jeremiah James back out and ready to go, and another false start. And it's just killer. It's just killer. Frankly, we've seen a lot here on the Game Day broadcast over the course of the year, and not specifically from Jenkins, obviously, but from some other teams around the area as well. And they're just drive killers. Obviously, you can have positive drives after some penalties, but it's constantly getting moved back 5-10 yards at a time by either holds or even bigger issue, false starts. It's kind of been a theme of the year for some teams. So Jenkins back with it, 2nd and 10 here from the 20-yard line. James looking over the middle of the field. He's hit as he lets that one go, and not going to be able to get that to Joshua Pridgeon. There off the right side of the offense. Falls incomplete, though. 3rd and 10 coming for the Jenkins Warriors. And that's tough. Again, looking for some positive yardage there on 2nd down to make 3rd down more manageable there, obviously. 3rd and 10, though, after the incompletion for Jenkins. Trying to get everything straight. Now 5 on the play clock here as you have a single back set for the Warriors. James under center, takes a snap, play action. Now looking to the left side of the field. And that one incomplete as he was looking for Jordan Holmes there over the left side. And James took a hit as he let that one go. And looks like the trainer going to go out there and visit Jeremiah James, as he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him there a little bit. Either way, tough hit there for James, and that's going to bring up 4th down here for the Jenkins Warriors. 11:49 here to go here in the second quarter. Benedictine leading this one over Jenkins 14-0. Want to thank End Market for all they do for high school football here in the area, and you can find fresh food, healthy snack choices, and helpful employees at your local End Market. Established in Savannah in 1964, End Market is passionate about bringing healthy options to their customers and promoting healthy initiatives throughout the communities they serve in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Did you know they've built a new app with tons of new features? Download the End Market app today to get exclusive app-only coupons and pay for your fuel from your phone. We know at an End Market gas station you'll be able to find a fresh choice and friendly face every time you go there at End Market. But obviously want to thank them for all they do here on ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers here from Memorial Stadium this evening as Benedictine holds the 14-0 lead over Jenkins so far. Jeremiah James able to get up under his own power and get to the sideline here. So good news there for James. But Jenkins able to get this punt away from side and sticker, and Zaquan Bryant catches the punt, gets hit right as he, but still doesn't go down, and finally taken down there at about the 45-yard line. There is a flag, though, back where the punt was kicked away. So we'll see what this one is before the Cadets get on the field. And we'll see. Head referee talking to Danny Britt here, probably seeing if he wants to take it. So either way, it looks like it was most likely going to be on Jenkins. And that going to be a legal procedure and declined by Danny Britt. And the Cadets says they'd much rather take this ball just from the 44-yard line of the Jenkins Warriors, starting off in plus territory for the Cadets once again. After that big punt return by Zaquan Bryant, about 10 or 12 yards, but still solid pickup there. Holden Garner in the gun here on first down, now walking up the line, getting the call outs from his coordinator there on the sideline. Lamont Mitchell shifts over to the left. Now Garner looking over the middle of the field. That's Cam Edge, a sliding catch by Edge. Solid 8-yard pickup there on first down to bring up 2nd and 2. Now for Benedictine. Cadets rushing up to the line here in the flex bone again. Garner hands this one off to Cam Edge up the right side, stretching it out past the hash and cuts up, able to get past that first down marker before he's taken down at the 32, 33. All right, at the 32-yard line for Cam Edge and a first down for Benedictine. Now the Cadets are back in the shotgun. Handoff here to Justin Thomas, who finds some room off the left side of the defense. Tucks his shoulder down, able to roll over a couple of tacklers there for Jenkins and pick up the first again. Down on the 22-yard line, kind of right there at the sticks, but enough for a first again for Benedictine and Justin Thomas. Now Thomas back in the gun, back in the running back spot with Lamont Mitchell. Garner takes the snap. Looking over the left side of the field, that's Justin Thomas out of the backfield as he's pushed out of bounds after the completion and taken down there at the 12. Looks like that might be enough for another first as it's right there with a 10-yard pickup from the 22 to the 12. Certainly looks like that's going to be for, yep, and it is. The head referee looks over to the sideline, tells those chains to move. Yeah, okay, they're finally getting set here. It looked like they were trying to. Garner out of the flex bone, gives this one to Lamont Mitchell up, right up the gut, and still going. And that's in for a touchdown. Lamont Mitchell, excuse me. No, that is a offensive lineman. With the ball as he's able to take it into the end zone. It looks like Lamont Mitchell might have lost that one. And number 65 for Benedictine, able to fall on it. Looks like Raphael Scroggins. Niall Raymond. Able to fall on that one and score the touchdown. So Benedictine goes up 3 possessions here with that crazy play. Either way, the Cadets up 21-0 here with 10:07 left to go in the first half. In the second quarter from Memorial Stadium. I want to thank Granger Honda, Savannah's only now 9-time President's Award winning dealership. The President's Award is the highest customer service award that a Honda dealership can receive. Find out more at GrangerHonda.com. Also want to thank the Uniform Source, a multifaceted uniform store serving the greater Savannah area. If you're a school, scrubs, safety, restaurant, catering, and church ushers too, embroidery also available there at the Uniform Source at 818 Easter End Avenue in Savannah, Georgia, or check out their store inside the Savannah Mall there for the Uniform Source. PJ Zuko here with you for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers, where the Benedictine Cadets in this big region matchup against Jenkins holds a 21-0 lead here over the Warriors. A huge touchdown run there by, you call that one a touchdown run by Lamont Mitchell as he's able to keep pushing his way into the end zone. Looked like he did lose the ball there at the end, but either way, Niall Raymond was able to fall on it. And Benedictine pushes it out to a 21-0 lead. Now, this Grove with a kickoff, pushing this one all the way back to the 2-yard line. And Trey Brown takes this one out to about the 18 before he's taken down there by the Cadets. So about the 17-yard line is where these Jenkins Warriors will start this drive. 3:59 left to go here in the set. 8:59. as a bit of a light issue there on the scoreboard. But either way, that would have been a really long kickoff time-wise. But still in the second quarter here as Benedictine leads this one 21-0 over Jenkins. And the Warriors look like they were starting to get something going on their last couple possessions, but some big penalties have affected this offense quite a bit. James out of the wing tee, hands this one off to Kayshawn Leggett. They're trying to find some room up the left side and able to pick up about 2.5 on first down, taking down at about the 20.5-yard line there for Leggett. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 for Jenkins. Leggett coming back in this multiple offense for Tony Welch and Jenkins. Now back into the wing tee. Sometimes you'll see him in the shotgun as well. You have Harris in motion. And this one, handoff up the middle of the field to Joshua Pridgeon as he's able to fall his way to the 30-yard line, as able to shake off some tacklers there on his way right up the gut. And that's going to be enough for a first down here for Jenkins from the 30. Back into the wing tee. For the Warriors, James hands this one off again. Pridgeon trying to find some room. Or excuse me, this number 8, Jordan Holmes. Able to pick up a few yards there on that one off the right side of that offense, trying to get behind that big offensive line for Jenkins. That's one thing they certainly like to utilize, and Tony Welch talked about in the preseason, is this big offensive defensive line he has for the Warriors. Now out of the wing tee again. This is Pridgeon right up the middle of the field, able to shake off a tackler, and before he's taken down by Cromenhawk, either way, able to pick up another 6 or 7 yards, and that's going to be enough for a first down right across the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 now for the Jenkins Warriors, starting to get things going with this run game again out of the wing tee. James takes a snap, hands this one off to Joshua Pridgeon, looking off the right side, pushed out of bounds by Zaquan Bryan. And at about a 2-yard gain for, Jordan Holmes is pushed out of bounds. Jordan Holmes, Joshua Pridgeon, both wearing those number 5, number 8, and those numbers start getting tucked up a little bit underneath the pads. They start to look the same, so my apologies there. But James back into the wing tee. This one definitely given to Pridgeon up the middle of the field. Pushes himself off to the left, but either way, swallowed up by that Benedictine defense. Still able to pick up about a yard there, and going to bring up 3rd and 7. Yeah, Max Cromenhawk, Luke Cromenhawk getting in there. On the tackle as Joshua Pridgeon just trying to get full head of steam before he gets going, and certainly hard to bring down when he does. James, play action now coming up the right side of the field, taken down from behind. That's Max Cromenhawk, able to come from his defensive end position, and great pursuit from the opposite side of the field there on James. And that's going to bring back up 4th and 10 for these Jenkins Warriors after the big sack there by Cromenhawk. Couldn't find anyone downfield, and great pressure, great pursuit by this defensive line for Benedictine. Side and sticker back to punt here for Jenkins as you get some positive yards, a couple first downs, but sadly stall there on 4th down, and that one's going to fall at about the 30-yard line. Take it, Jenkins bounce to about the 22. Zaquan Bryan picks it up there with a couple guys around him. We'll see if he gets a talking to here by his special teams unit. That was real close. The defenders were closing in there for Zaquan Bryan, and you're going to hear from the home fans is had a block out. I don't think they very much liked there on the near side of the field. I was a little too focused, though, at the same time. Saquon Bryant is the punt got pushed back there to about the 22-yard line, and he picked it up late. But either way, into the flex bone here is Holden Garner. Cameron Edge in motion. This one giving Lamont Mitchell up the middle of the field, able to find some room and push all the way out to the 32. Not a 14-yard gain out of the flex with just a little B-back give right up the middle. Now into the gun is Benedictine. Garner stepping up in the pocket, looking over the middle of the field, and throws this one over everybody's head. Was looking for Luke Kromenhoek. Looked like he broke off his route. Looked like Garner was trying to look for him farther down the field. So I believe a bit of the miscommunication there, but some good pressure by the Jenkins defense as well. 2nd and 10 here for the Cadets. Trips on the right side of Garner in the gun. And it looks like Jenkins jumps off sides here, as I believe Garner got him with the snap count. We'll see. And, yep, going to push the Cadets up 5 more yards. Going to be 2nd and 5 here from the 37-yard line for Benedictine. The Cadets up 21-0 here. Midway through the second quarter in this big region matchup. Garner takes a snap. Looking up the right side of the field, has a man wide open, and it's complete. That's Justin Thomas into the end zone for the Cadets. And if you're going to lose someone in coverage, that is not the guy you want to lose. Justin Thomas with another big play for this Benedictine Cadets football team, and ends up in the end zone as it looked like the defensive backs just got crossed up in their coverages. Had a couple of guys short. Justin Thomas go deep from the slot and wide open around the 20-yard line. And I'll tell you, sometimes the easiest catches to make are the most difficult, as you certainly don't want to speak too soon and call that one complete before it is. But Benedictine and Justin Thomas able to get in the end zone there, push this one at 28-0. Benedictine here in the second quarter. Huge touchdown there for the Cadets to push this out to a 28-0 lead. Want to thank Cash and Carry Pull Your Part. They make it easy to save money and time on your car repairs. They have a large inventory of quality vehicles updated every week, and they make finding the right used auto part in Savannah simple and easy there at Cash and Carry Pull Your Part. Also want to thank Coach's Corner. Coach's turned 30 years old, and Coach's Corner has been named Savannah and Thunderbolt's favorite sports bar in town over 25 of those years. Guests can enjoy televised sports, great food, and fun. There are other ways to have fun at Coach's as well, including interactive trivia, video games, darts, and cornhole. There's never a dull moment here since there's something on every single night. They're 3016 East Victory Drive in Thunderbolt at Coach's Corner. PJ Zuko still here with you from ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by N Market. Brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. Live from Memorial Stadium this evening as Benedictine and Jenkins do battle in this big region matchup. First one of the year for both teams. This tough region with Islands and New Hampstead as well. Grove sends this one away for Benedictine. And that one hit by Jashard Ritchie inside the 15-yard line. That can be about the 12.5-yard line for Jenkins, and that's where they'll get it. As Ritchie tried to bend down and pick that one up, ended up hitting it out of bounds there for the Warriors. So tough field position to start again for the Warriors. And again, I've seen good momentum from this Jenkins offense. A few drives, a few times here in the first half, but little things kind of halting them on those drives. The pressure from Benedictine's defense has been very solid this evening. Big hit affected a pass that ended up right in the hands there of Kromenhoek for a big interception. You had Max Kromenhoek come in with a big sack there on third down. Last time, Ben Hollerback with the interception there a few drives ago. But James now in the wing T, hands this one off to Holmes there off the right side of the line. And it looks like he's able to get out to about the 19 and a half yard line before he's taken down. And that's one thing Benedictine doing very well. Is Jenkins attacking the middle of the field, yes, but also trying to get to the outside and not having a lot of success getting to the edge here against Benedictine. The speed of those linebackers, defensive line as well, showing out here for the Cadets so far. This is Leggett out of the wing T. Gets about to the 17-yard line for the Warriors. Going to bring up third and 5.5 here for Jenkins. Here from the 16. It's Jeremiah James here. Quarterback gives this one to Pritchett right up the middle of the field and follows that offensive line. Big hole broken through there for Pritchett. And that's going to be a first down for Jenkins out to the 27-yard line there. Solid 8-9-yard pickup for the Warriors there on third down. Sticking with the wing T here for the Warriors offense. James gives this one right up the middle. Joshua Pridgeon again out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He's able to push that pile before he's pushed back. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for these Warriors, and certainly getting the biggest gains of the evening right up the middle of the field there with Joshua Pridgeon. But at the end of the day, while you're having that success, can't do it every single play. Got to find success somewhere else as well. But 2nd and 6 here for the Warriors. James steps back from the wing T and unloads down the right sideline. That one broken up by Justin Thomas, and their lucky Trey Brown played a little defense there from his wide receiver spot as pass a little short, and Justin Thomas, man, the ball hawk that he is, already has the fumble recovery earlier in the game this evening and almost came away with the second turnover of the night there up the right sideline. Third and 6 now for Jenkins as they come back in the wing T. Hand off to Pridgeon here right up the middle, and he's able to find some room. Shakes off a tackle on the second level and taken down all the way at about the 50 or right at midfield there for Pridgeon. So again, Pridgeon finding some room, gashing this defense up the middle of the field. That one about a 15, 20-yard gain for Jenkins as they're back in action. 3:10 to go here in the second quarter. Back in the wing T, hand off to Pridgeon up the middle. Goes off to the right side and picks up another 5 yards out of the wing T. So starting to find some momentum, starting to find some big plays with Joshua Pridgeon. Out of the backfield are these Jenkins Warriors. Wing T again. This time it's Leggett off the left side of this defense, trying to get that sweep going, but taken down again by this Benedictine defense. And you start to see that just the speed of this defense for Benedictine, as a lot of coaches, a lot of teams have said that's where you need to beat this Benedictine defense. But, man, for what I'm seeing tonight, that team speed there on the defensive line, the linebackers for Benedictine is certainly back and in full force this evening from Memorial Stadium. James takes a snap, unloads off the right side, looking for Trey Brown, and that one in and out of the hands of his wide receiver there at about the 30-yard line. Certainly would have been enough for a first down. And got to come away with that one. That a long pass as well from about the left hash all the way to the right sideline and right on the money. But in and out of the hands of the wide receiver, and going to bring up 4th and 6 for Jenkins from the 46-yard line of Benedictine. And down 28-0, 1:56 to go here in the second quarter. And back here with you, ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. Our apologies, having a few issues with the connection there with the camera. Thank you for bearing with us, but solid punt there from Side and Sticker, able to roll down to the 5-yard line there for Benedictine. That's where they'll take over for the Cadets. And this Cam Edge out of the flex bone, takes it off the counter there in the flex bone, and able to pick up quite a big gain in there, about 15 yards on first down, pushing it all the way out to the 18-yard line. Solid 13-yard gain there on first. And Holden Garner now out of the shotgun, looking up the left side of the field. That one incomplete, just out of the outstretched arms of Zaquan Bryant. 1:25 to go here in the second quarter. Benedictine gets out of the echoes of their own end zone there, and now trying to put everything in positive motion and maybe get some more points. Second down and 10. Garner unloads up the middle of the field. That's Luke Croman caught and complete out to about the 31-yard line. Move the sticks for Benedictine. Stop the clock here at 1:19 as they get everything set back up. Empty set for Holden Garner out of the gun. Looks to his left, complete to Zaquan Bryant. A little screen pass out to the 35, 39-yard line. And Benedictine calling a timeout there after a solid pickup. So 1:09 left in the second quarter. Benedictine trying to get some more points in this one before they go into halftime. Going to be a 2nd and 1 when we come back from thanking our sponsors here. I want to thank Uniform Source, a multifaceted uniform store serving the greater Savannah area for school, scrubs, safety, restaurant, and catering, and church ushers too. Embroidery is also available there at 818 Easter End Avenue in Savannah, Georgia, or check out their store inside of the Savannah Mall there at the Uniform Source. Also want to thank Granger Honda, Savannah's only and now 9-time President's Award-winning dealership. The President's Award is the highest customer service that a Honda dealership can receive. Find out more on GrangerHonda.com. Back here with you, Memorial Stadium. Benedictine with the 28-0 lead over Jenkins and trying to find some more here from the 39-yard line. Garner looking up the middle of the field, caught by Justin Thomas. carrying a tackler out to the 34-yard line before Trey Brown comes over and makes the hit there to finally bring him down. Out to the 34-yard line for Benedictine. 1 minute to go here in the second, and the snap over the head of Garner. He's trying to track it down, and he does. He throws this one off the back foot. And, man, is he able to save this one? He is. Looks like it did get past the line of scrimmage, and he was outside of the tackle box as the fumble kind of took him outside of the tackle box itself. So, got quite the bounce as well there at about the 50-yard line, kind of bounced up to his waist, and he's able to pick it up off there. That could have been real bad for the Cadets, and instead, it's just going to be a 2nd and 10. 53 seconds to go. Garner takes a snap, looking to his left, unloads. That's caught by Zaquan Bryan at about the 29 before he's taken down by Jashawn Richard and Khalil Marshall there for Jenkins. And Benedictine trying to take a timeout here, and it looked like it wasn't taken or the clock wasn't stopped. So either way, clock showing about 36 seconds right now. We'll see if any more is put back up there for Benedictine as they're driving here about the 30-yard line of Jenkins, trying to find some more points here, up 28-0 in this first region contest of the year for both teams. Jenkins Warriors 3-3 on the year so far. And it kind of been one of those teams that, although certainly able to get some games in this year, has been very inconsistent with the schedule, just with makeups and delays and cancellations, things like that this year for the Jenkins Warriors. Been a tough season in that regard. But having a tough night here as well, as Benedictine got out to a hot start there offensively, got some turnovers, able to capitalize on them. And the Cadets now with 41 seconds to go here on Jenkins' 30-yard line, trying to take some more momentum and points into the break. Now, what do we have here? It looks like it had everything set for a second, but now the referee's in another discussion here at the 30. So now we're back here with it. 41 seconds to go. 30-yard line, Holden Garner with Lamont Mitchell to his right. Trips to his right as well as Zaquan Bryan to the left. Looks like he got a free 5 yards from that Jenkins defense as well, as Elliott Hutchinson jumps up in the neutral zone there, and it's going to be offsides on Jenkins. So 25-yard line now for Benedictine. They stay in the same offensive set. Garner in the gun. Takes a snap, looking to his right now, looks over the middle of the field. That's complete. Justin Thomas. He's able to waltz his way right into the end zone. Touchdown, Benedictine and Justin Thomas once again. And that's the second time this evening that Justin Thomas was able to catch the ball and find his way into the end zone relatively easy. The first time, a complete mix-up in coverage there, has had no one within 15 yards of him as he's able to catch it. This time, kind of the fake screen off to the right side. Instead, Garner throws it up the middle of the field, down the seam to Justin Thomas, and he splits right through the safeties to score the touchdown and get in the end zone for the third time tonight for Justin Thomas. 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown this evening for Thomas. And having himself quite the night once again for Benedictine, leading 35-0 here from Memorial Stadium. Want to thank End Market. You can find fresh food, healthy snack choices, and helpful employees at your local End Market. Established in Savannah in 1964, End Market is passionate about bringing healthy options to their customers and promoting healthy initiatives throughout the communities they serve in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Did you know that they've built a new app with tons of new features? Download the End Market app today to get exclusive app-only coupons and pay for fuel from your phone. We know at an End Market gas station, you'll be able to find a fresh choice and friendly face every time you stop there at End Market. PJ Zuko here with you from Memorial Stadium for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. Benedictine leading this one 35-0 over Jenkins. Big region matchup to start this year, this region year for both squads. And these two teams really for the past few years have been the big contenders in this region, but tonight it's all Benedictine. As Grove sends this one away. This one taken by Trey Brown at about the 5-yard line, able to get out to the 25 before he's hit. Drove out of bounds there by the Cadets. Gets out to about the 27-yard line before he's taken down by Evan Scarborough there with the special team stop. So 27 seconds to go. We'll see if Jenkins comes out in the wing tee and runs this one into the half, or comes out in the shotgun and tries to get some points here before halftime. Seen them switch back and forth tonight. Most of their success, though, has come out of that wing tee and running Joshua Pridgeon up the middle of the field. But with 27 seconds on the clock, certainly not playing in your favor there. This one given to Pridgeon. Again, up the middle, and that time driven back after he's able to pick up a couple yards. So that's about 2 yards to the 29.5 before he's taken down by that Benedictine defense and Wilkes Albert. So looks like Jenkins going to take this one into the half, trailing Benedictine 35-0. So the Cadets of Benedictine huge in this first half. You have Holden Garner over 3 touchdown passes on the night. Justin Thomas with a big rushing touchdown as well. 2 receiving touchdowns for Thomas as well this evening. And huge first half for Benedictine really as a whole. 35-0 leading this one is the Cadets in this big region matchup. We'll come back here for the halftime report. Obviously, let you see some of the bands playing this evening as well. You have the Jenkins bands coming out on the field. Have you take a look at that, and be back here with you for the second half for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers, as the Cadets lead this one 35-0. Be back here with you in a few minutes.
Princess, Hayden Washington, and Madeline Cameron. Please give these students a round of applause. First, we will introduce the senior members of our homecoming corps. Our first member of the senior homecoming corps is Lavelle Palomari Allen, escorted by his mother, Latrell Fudge. Lavelle is a member of the varsity basketball and soccer teams, and the sideline reporter for our football team. He is also the parliamentarian for the Chatham County Youth Commission. After graduation, Lavelle plans to attend Georgia Tech to study mechanical engineering. Our next member of the senior corps is Kiara Bryant, escorted by her mother and father, Cherie Brown and Demetrius Bryant. Kiara is captain of our cheerleading squad. After graduation, Kiara plans to go to college to study nursing. The next member of our homecoming corps is Jashar Ritchie, escorted by Demetria Reed and Charles Meeks. Jashar is the captain of the varsity football team. Upon graduation, Jashar plans to attend college to study sports and engineering.
Do an interesting you like, you may expose yourself and you'll gravitate to it.
Our final member of the senior homecoming corps is Ariana Renee Turner, escorted by her mother and sister, Lakeisha Turner and Tatiana Renacki. Ariana is a member of our Crimson Delights dance line. After graduation, Ariana is planning to attend Kennesaw State University. While there, she plans to major in nursing. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2021 Hershey Jenkins Warrior Nation Homecoming King is Jashar Ritchie. And now, the 2021 Hershey Jenkins Warrior Nation Homecoming Queen is Kiara Bryant.
By the way, I nominated you for homecoming. No way. I guess they put your name. No, they're probably. Thank you.
To bring our ceremony to a close, we wish to thank you all in attendance for being here to celebrate our Warrior Nation and recognizing our Warrior Nation Homecoming Corps. We are proud to all be Warriors, and we will all continue to uphold the name of Herschel B. Jenkins High School now and forever. Good night.
Very well rehearsed. So just cruise.
And welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. PJ Zuko here with you for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda Dealers. This evening, Benedictine holding a 35-0 lead over the Jenkins Warriors, their first region contest of this year, and the Cadets holding that solid lead. Jenkins, will get the second half kickoff here as get to about 9 o'clock, and reports of lightning in the area. This is a region contest, though, so if lightning's rolling through, an automatic 30-minute delay, and if it gets too late, that they'll consult the coaches and see what their choice is, I believe, or that's the word of what will happen here in the second half if lightning affects this evening's game. But we'll keep an eye on that, obviously. 35-0 here, Benedictine. Elsewhere, some big region contests this evening as well. Liberty County and Windsor Forest knotted up at 6 there at halftime. Our good friend Dennis Knight with some solid stats here for you from halftime. Mike Caballero with 66 yards on 13 carries there at the half. Johnson with 57 yards on 10 carries for Liberty County, with both teams knotted up at 6. You have Effingham trailing Richmond Hill 21-0. Glen Academy leading South Effingham 17-0. Frederica Academy leading Memorial 46-0. Ware County leading Coffee in a big game there, 14-3. Brunswick High leading Statesboro. Remember, Statesboro got the victory over Richmond Hill already this year, but Brunswick High, the Pirates, leading that one 14-0, and Appling County leading Long County 21-0 this evening in that contest. But back here with you from Memorial Stadium as the Cadets get set to send off the second half kickoff here in ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda Dealers. Hudson Grove gets set to kick this one away. And that a booming kickoff back into the end zone. Joshua Pridgeon back there. I believe that the first time Pridgeon was back ready to return the second half kickoff, but not able to do that one. As a huge kick there by Grove, about 8 yards deep into the end zone. So now Jeremiah James at quarterback for Jenkins will come back out. Some success this evening moving the football, but some big penalties, some big turnovers have been costly for this Jenkins offense, kind of swinging back and forth between the wing tee and the shotgun set, but most of their success coming out of the wing tee with Joshua Pridgeon there in the backfield in the wing tee here, and to give to Pridgeon right up the middle, and that one, nothing doing there, as Benedictine able to meet Pridgeon right there at the line of scrimmage. Probably a gain of 1 there. You have Jeremiah Thomas able to break through that offensive line. They're going to give him 2 here out to the 22-yard line for the Warriors offense. And Joshua Pridgeon back in the wing tee. James here under center. Hands this one off to Leggett. And Leggett able to get some yards there on the left side of the offense. Get to the edge there a little bit. Shake off a would-be tackler in Zaquan Bryan. And picks up about 4 or 5 there to the 28-yard line. So 3rd and 2 here for the Warriors. It's an important first possession after halftime at come back out in the wing tee. And James takes a snap, gives it to Leggett again, who tries to cut up the middle. And he was swung backwards, got to about the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard. Looked like he was going to be able to push forward, but swung backwards by that Benedictine defense. Michael Smith, Jeremiah Thomas in there as well on the stop. And that looks like he was able to just get to the 30-yard line, just get enough for the first down. So swung backwards, but not enough for this BC defense. Warriors get the first here and move the sticks. Straight ahead to Pridgeon, who's able to find some room, shake off a tackler, has free room ahead of him. Can someone catch him? Down to the 10, the 5, Touchdown, Jenkins and Joshua Pridgeon. The 70-yard touchdown run by Pridgeon right up the middle. He might have been touched by one linebacker, but barely, if he was, is finally this Jenkins offense able to break off a big play. We've seen 7, 8-yard gains this evening and some slow, methodical drives, but nothing like that. It felt like it might have been coming at some point, though, from Joshua Pridgeon, as he's been able to be the most consistent back for Jenkins all night. He finally breaks through and shows off the Jets there as well. Able to outrun a couple Benedictine defenders to find his way into the end zone. Again, Joshua Pridgeon with the 70-yard touchdown run for the Warriors here with 10:01 to go in the third quarter. And a bad snap right through the arms of the holder as he falls on it there at the 26. And it's going to stay at 6. So 35-6. Benedictine now leads Jenkins. The Warriors able to get on the scoreboard. Now they're turning it over to the defense to try and make some big plays here. But Benedictine going to get the ball back for the first time here in the third quarter. Right after this, want to thank End Market. You can find fresh food, healthy snack choices, and helpful employees at your local End Market. Established in Savannah in 1964, End Market is passionate about bringing healthy options to their customers and promoting healthy initiatives throughout the communities they serve in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Did you know they've built a brand new app with tons of new features? Download the End Market app today to get exclusive app-only coupons and pay for your fuel from your phone. We know at End Market gas station you'll be able to find a fresh choice and a friendly face each time you stop there at End Market. Back here with you, PJ Zuko from Memorial Stadium for ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. The Cadets of Benedictine leading this one 35-6 over Jenkins tonight in this big region matchup between these two teams. Again, have been probably the most consistent, strongest programs in this region over the last few years. Of course, talented teams at New Hampstead and Islands over the past few years as well. But tonight, it's been all Benedictine. As Side and Sticker sends this one away, pooch kick up to about the 25-yard line. Cameron Edge gets this one, cuts up the middle of the field, and is able to gain about 17, 18 yards there from the 25, and taken down at the 42-yard line is Cam Edge. He has a few big catches tonight, a couple solid runs as well, none bigger than a 3rd and 10, 18-yard grab over the middle where Holden Garner was able to fit it right in at about the 3-yard line. Justin Thomas finished off that drive. Thomas has 3 touchdowns on the evening, 2 receiving, 1 rushing for Justin Thomas. On the night, Holden Garner, 3 touchdown passes as well. This is, well, it was going to be Thomas. Holden Garner bobbled the snap. It was a little too high and bobbled it, kind of volleyball, bumping it around a little bit before he's able to bring it down. And he's taken down there in the backfield, right there at the 37-yard line, about a loss of 5, but not a loss of possession, which is, of course, the important thing for the Cadets. 2nd and 15 here for Garner. Out of the shotgun, trips to his left. Lamont Mitchell to his right. You have Luke. This is Lamont Mitchell right up the middle and a 1-yard gain after he is brought down by this Jenkins defense. That number 71 defensive lineman, Joseph Cooper, able to get off the edge there and make the big play in the backfield. So now 3rd and 14, for Benedictine. Garner out of the empty set in the gun, looking to his left. This one complete to Edge, but brought down right near the original line of scrimmage, given the 41. But that can bring up 4th. So good job by this Jenkins defense, taking advantage of that bobbled snap by Garner to start off that set of downs and come up with a couple big plays, big tackles in open field for the Jenkins defense to bring up 4th. Garner boots this one away. Nice hanging punt to about the 26, and it's bobbled by the punt returner. He secures it right before he's taken down at the 27-yard line. My goodness. And he looks like he's down a little slow to get up. Didn't catch a number there, and certainly took a shot. He had his arms still up in the air trying to hold on to the football. So, you can imagine kind of a free shot there at the ribs, and hopefully just kind of took the air out of his lungs there a little bit. And hopefully he'll be able to catch his breath here and get up and walk off under his own power here soon. We'll keep an eye on that, but also want to thank Granger Honda for everything they do for high school football here in the area. Savannah's only and now 9-time President's Award winning dealership. The President's Award is the highest customer service award that a Honda dealership can receive. Find out more at GrangerHonda.com. Also want to thank the Uniform Source, a multifaceted uniform store serving the greater Savannah area. Schools, scrubs, safety, restaurant, catering, church ushers too. Embroidery also available there at 818 Eastern Avenue in Savannah, Georgia, or check out their store inside of the Savannah Mall. There at the Uniform Source. And it looks like that was Keyshawn Leggett for the Jenkins Warriors, able to get up and walk off under his own power, thankfully, albeit slowly. And back in the wing tee here is Jenkins, and it looked like a bit of a double counter there out of the wing tee and nothing doing there, as it looks like Max Cromenheck in the backfield able to, well, it might have been Hunter Dunn actually in the backfield, able to make a big play there. Gets a misdirection there and nothing doing for the Warriors offense. Back that one up another 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Warriors from the 18-yard line. From the 24-yard line, excuse me. And another penalty here for Jenkins. Again, this plagued the Warriors in the first half, especially early in the ball game. That's going to back him up 5 more yards there after the false start. And I guess I was right the first time there on the 18-yard line. Just wasn't right yet. Going to be 2nd and 19 here for the Warriors. And I think we have it again. They're off the right side of the line. Just trying to get going here just a little too soon. And the second straight false start penalty for Jenkins. Believe that might be 7 on the night. Their first 2 here the second half, but certainly plagued them there in the first half with 5 false starts throughout the course of the first and second quarter. So it's just tough when you back yourself up 5 or 10 yards on a drive, let alone one set of downs. 2nd and 24 now. And Joshua Pridgeon swallowed up there in the backfield. That defensive line by Benedictine looked like knew exactly what was coming. 3 or 4 different defenders in the backfield there for Benedictine. I mean, you have Cole Simeon, Luke Cromenhawk there in the backfield. You had big number 52 as well, Shane Strickland. And you have a cadet shaking up there on the play. Got up to try and get off on under his own power. Sadly goes down again. That looks like Michael Smith, I believe. But grabbing his leg, hopefully that's just a little bit of cramping. That's what you hope for anyway, and we'll see and keep our eye on that. But certainly want to thank Cash and Carry Pull Your Part. They make it easy to save money and time on your car repairs. They have a large inventory of quality vehicles updated every single week, and they make finding the right used auto part in Savannah simple and easy there at Cash and Carry Pull Your Part. Also want to thank Coach's Corner. Coach is just turned 30 years old, and Coach's Corner has been named Savannah and Thunderbolt's favorite sports bar in town over 25 of those years. Guests can enjoy televised sports, great food, and fun. There are other ways to have fun at Coaches as well, including interactive trivia, video games, darts, and cornhole. There's never a dull moment here since there's always something on every single night at 3016 East Victory Drive there in Thunderbolt. Michael Smith still down here for Benedictine as another trainer coming out to see what's going on there with Smith, and did get up to try and walk off under his own power with the trainer, went back down there. So we'll see what was happening there with Michael Smith. But Benedictine, huge first half, obviously. Justin Thomas, big in that one. And Michael Smith now getting taken off by a couple trainers. And I hope getting a little assistance there on his way off. So I hope he'll be all right here, as we'll pay attention to that as the night goes on. But Jenkins trying to take advantage of a big stop by their defense, but still has to get out to the 37-yard line to do so, as it's 3rd and 20 from the 17. After 2 straight false start penalties, big defensive play there by Benedictine there just to play go. And now the Warriors back into the wing tee here on 3rd and 20. Jeremiah James under center. You have some motion, a pitch out, late pitch out to the motion man, and that's big hit there in the backfield there on Sylvester Harris, as a late pitch there by James to Harris, the motion man, and huge hit by the Benedictine defense. It's going to back Jenkins all the way up to the 10-yard line. So just nothing doing there on that set of downs for the Warriors, and a couple of negative plays, a couple false start penalties as well. And now you have Seidensticker in his own end zone, just trying to get this one away. The ball lined up there at the 9. John Seidensticker is able to get the punt away. This one kind of a corkscrew out to the 37. Zaquan Bryant catches it in stride, cuts up the middle, still on his feet after a few hits, and tackled, hit down to the 14-yard line for Zaquan Bryant. So about a 25, 30-yard pickup there after he catches that punt in full stride and weaving his way in and out of traffic there right up the middle of the field to the 14. Benedictine right back in business here from the Jenkins 14-yard line, and nothing doing there on that first drive for Benedictine in the second half, but obviously a kicker with a big leg. Barring something catastrophic, it looks like the Cadets will come away with points on this drive, and we'll see. Out of the flex, right up the middle is Lamont Mitchell, stumbling, able to put his arm down and pick up a few more yards before he falls down at about the 6-yard line. Solid pickup of 9 there on first, 8 or 9 yards by the Cadets. Now back in the I form. Justin Thomas dotting the I. And there's the toss to the left. He's going to try and bounce it offside, use his speed, lower his shoulder, and doesn't quite get to the end zone. Brought down at about the half-yard line there by the Jenkins defense. And I'll tell you, that makes you hold your breath any time you see Justin Thomas out in open space. But Jenkins able to track him down. Now Garner under center. Have seen some big QB sneaks from Garner so far this year. And looked like he fell forward, but he's going to be taken down. He's taken down at about the half-yard line, and I'd be insanely surprised if we didn't see the same exact thing from Benedictine and Holden Garner on second down. And what is this? We're going to have offsides on Jenkins. So if they could get any closer to the goal line, that's going to be a half a distance to the goal penalty, and you might move this about half an inch forward if you're the ref. The whole stadium kind of surprised Garner didn't get in on that first push. I'll give all credit to the defensive line, obviously. there on first down, but Garner now back under center at the half-yard line. And they're going to pitch this one out to Justin Thomas and give him a fourth. Justin Thomas into the end zone. Touchdown, Benedictine, and Justin Thomas' second rushing touchdown on the night. They're both from that I-form pitch out to the left side. And you had Holden Garner run it there with a QB sneak on first down, not able to get it in. Rush up to the line after the penalty and have everyone in the stadium thinking it's going to Garner once again with a QB sneak. Nope, pitch it on out to Justin Thomas there in the backfield. And again, Thomas with a huge night tonight. As Asher Sigmund puts that one through the uprights. Benedictine brings it back out to a 36-point lead now, 42-6 over the Jenkins Warriors this evening in the third quarter. About halfway through the third quarter here from Memorial Stadium. But want to thank End Market. You can find fresh food, healthy snack choices, and helpful employees at your local End Market. Established in Savannah in 1964, End Market is passionate about bringing healthy options to their customers and promoting healthy initiatives throughout the communities they serve in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Did you know they've built a new app with tons of new features? Download the End Market app today to get exclusive app-only coupons and pay for fuel from your phone. We know at an End Market gas station, you'll be able to find a fresh choice and friendly face each time you go to your local End Market. PJ Zuko here with you from Memorial Stadium. ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. And Benedictine pushing it back out to a 42-6 lead here in the third quarter. And this one stopped just as Grove was about to send this one away. And we'll see what the refs have here. Talking to Danny Britt on the sideline there. And we do have some weather in the area. We're notified there at the end of halftime that there were reports of lightning in the area, but that's not what this is looking like. As you have the kicker, Grove, coming off the field, and believe there might be something wrong with his uniform. You send on number 94, Connor Ferguson, a freshman. First time we've seen him here this evening. And he sends this one away, shows off that freshman leg a little bit, goes down to the 12-yard line before it's picked up by Jenkins. He's able to run it out to about the 24, 25-yard line before it's taken down. There by a few Benedictine cadets. Houston Jackson able to get in there on the tackle. So, not sure what the uniform issue was there for Hudson Grove, but a solid kick from your freshman kicker there for the Cadets, Connor Ferguson. So get a little glimpse into the future. Jenkins taking over here at the 25-yard line and just trying to put some positive possessions together here in the second half. Had a really positive one, a 7-yard touchdown run by Joshua Pridgeon after a few first downs on the first drive of the second half, but the second drive was nothing doing as negative plays and false starts plugged you all throughout, and it looks like another one there for this Jenkins offense, and everyone's set, ready to go. And it looks like might have been the ref pointing at the wide receiver too. So at that point, I mean, you have the offensive lineman jumping here and there, but when it's someone like a wide receiver or someone like that, you know, it's just kind of looking at the ball, getting ready to go. I mean, that's frustrating for sure. So I believe the 8th false start on Jenkins tonight. Back in the wing T, 1st and 15 from the 20. Handoff here to the near side. Huge tackle there by Benedictine. Able to use that speed. Evan Scarborough able to track over and get the big hit there. About a 2-yard pickup for Jenkins. Now in the wing tee again. This will give to Pridgeon right up the middle of the field. Nothing doing, as you have about 3 or 4 Benedictine cadets able to get back in there on the tackle. You have Max Cromenheck able to get back there, make a hit. Lawton Smith as well. They're coming up from his linebacker spot. Of course, you always have Jeremiah Thomas in the middle. And you do have an injured player down here again for the Jenkins Warriors. And looking like one of the offensive linemen here for the Warriors down, kind of nursing his leg. So 3:41 here to go in the third quarter. Benedictine with a 42-6 lead. And look like that might be Jeremiah Dingle. There for the Warriors. So Jenkins comes back out, 3rd and 13 and a half here for the Warriors. And Jenkins back in this wing tee. Jeremiah James getting set to go here under center. Hands this one right up the middle to Joshua Pridgeon, and nothing doing that. That's where you've seen really the most success tonight for this Warriors offense. But Benedictine has certainly realized that as well. You have Elijah Alexander coming in, making the big hit. They're able to slow down Pridgeon before he gets going and take down Pridgeon at the 22-yard line. 4th and 13 for Jenkins as they look to send this one away. 3 minutes to go, clock rolling here in the third quarter. John Seidensticker puts the foot through this one. It's kind of straight up, hanging this one at about the 42-yard line as it comes down in Zaquan Bryan's hands there with the fair catch. And that is where Benedictine will start their work this time here following a big touchdown run there by Justin Thomas on their last drive. I want to thank Ranger Honda, Savannah's only now 9-time President's Award winning dealership. President's Award is the highest customer service award that a Honda dealership can receive. Find out more at GrangerHonda.com. Holden Garner back out with the Cadets offense out of the flex bone. This is Cam Edge off the right side, trying to find some room, tucks his way up through the middle and taken down after about an 8-yard gain there by Elliott Hutchinson. 9-yard pickup, now 2nd and 1 for the Cadets from midfield. Back into the flex bone, 2:30 to go and ticking here in the third. Justin Thomas trying to find some room off the left side now, spun around, trying to find some room up the middle, jukes the man, breaks another tackle, spins his way to the 47, which is enough for a first down. Man, what that looked like it was taken down in the backfield here for Benedictine. We have another injured player down here for Jenkins as well. That looks like number 7, Vincent White for the Warriors, kind of holding his leg as he came down awkwardly. But, man, Justin Thomas goes to go up the left side of the offense, spun around by a defender. And you hope if you're a Jenkins fan, he's able to bring him down. But Justin Thomas kind of uses that momentum, spins himself around, and breaks a few more tackles to get the first. So Thomas certainly has a knack for the football, whether he's on offense or defense, able to come away with some big turnovers over the course of the year. Fumble recovery tonight as well for Justin Thomas. 4 touchdowns total on the evening for Thomas as well. 2 rushing, 2 receiving for Thomas on the night. So I want to thank the Uniform Source, a multifaceted uniform store serving the greater Savannah area. School, scrubs, safety, restaurant, and catering, and church ushers too. Embroidery is also available there at 818 Eastern Avenue in Savannah, Georgia, or check out their store inside of the Savannah Mall there at the Uniform Source. Vincent White able to walk his way off the field here. 2:13 to go in the third quarter. And Benedictine with another fresh set of downs here from the 46-yard line of Jenkins. Garner back in the flex bone. Takes a snap, gives it right up the middle. Lamont Mitchell able to find a gap right up through the middle of the field, able to pick up 13 before he's taken down in the second level of that Jenkins defense. First down, Benedictine again. As Mitchell able to get out to the 33 on that gash of a run. Out of the flex, the double counter to Cam Edge up the right side, able to get a first and more down to the 17, 18-yard line there of Jenkins. And it doesn't matter which way you're going for the Cadets this evening. You have success in the passing game all night. You switch to the I form, some huge runs out of that with Justin Thomas and doing it through the flex bone as well. Whether you're running to the outside or the inside this evening, it's kind of wearing down this Jenkins defense. They've been out there for a long time tonight as well, with kind of the struggles that we've seen offensively for the Warriors. Now back into the gun for Garner. Lamont Mitchell with a delayed give to up the left side. He's looking to find some room, find some open space, and he does. Breaks a tackle with the 1-yard line. Lamont Mitchell finds his way into the end zone for the Cadets. 18-yard rushing touchdown for Benedictine. And a few flags on the far side of the field as well. Didn't see that one at first, but scanning the field there after the touchdown run. And it looks like this is going to come back for Benedictine. It will. Hold on the Cadets. Take the score off the board there for Lamont Mitchell in the big run up the left side. And it's still going to be 1st and 10 due to the hold being about 10 yards downfield. So still 1st and 10 now, just on the left hash. Holden Garner trips to his left. Lamont Mitchell to his left as well at the running back spot. A give to Mitchell again, right up the middle, in between his offensive linemen, and able to tick away another 6 or 7 yards on this Jenkins defense. Going to be 2nd and 4 here from the 17-yard line for the Cadets. Garner in the gun, trips to his right. Lamont Mitchell to his right. From the 14, play action, throws this one up the middle, down the seam to Rashawn Matthews. That's going to be caught, and he's going to be taken down. Kind of had to dive, slide a little bit to make that catch. Gets him all the way down to the 1.5 yard line for the Cadets. This clock's going to start rolling with 8 seconds to go. We'll see if they get the play off. Garner out of the I form, hands it off to Rashawn Matthews. And he's able to roll his way right into the end zone, get through a would-be tackler, and score for the Cadets as time expires here in the third quarter. Give him another one on the board for Benedictine, and the first one of the night for Rashawn Matthews. They're dotting the I and crossing the goal line on the 1-yard touchdown run there for Rashawn Matthews. So big night for the running game. First touchdown of the night for Matthews, as Asher Sigmund puts it through the uprights, 49-6. Benedictine will head to the fourth quarter in this one. The Cadets leading 49-6 on ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by N-Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. I want to thank Cash and Carry Pull Your Part. They make it easy to save money and time on your car repairs. They have a large inventory of quality vehicles updated every single week. They make finding the right used auto part in Savannah simple and easy. Also want to thank Coach's Corner. Coach's just turned 30 years old, and they've been named Savannah and Thunderbolt's favorite sports bar in town over 25 of those years. Guests can enjoy televised sports, great food, and fun, and there's always ways to have fun at Coach's Corner as well, including interactive trivia, video games, darts, and cornhole. There's never a dull moment there, since there's always something on at 3016 East Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. At Coach's Corner, PJ Zucco here with you. ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by N-Market, brought to you by Savannah and the Low Country Honda dealers from Memorial Stadium in Savannah. As Benedictine rolling in their first region matchup of the year, now 49-6 over Jenkins this evening. And big region matchup between these two teams. You have New Hampstead and Islands on the schedule for both these teams as well. And obviously, four very talented teams. If you look at the programs over the last 4 or 5 years, obviously the region alignment a few years ago. And really, if you look back 5 or 6 years, over the past 5 or 6 years, of course, you have plenty of talent, plenty of great teams in Savannah over that time. But Jenkins, Benedictine, kind of the head of those classes, especially in this region. But this year, a little different. Benedictine able to get a big lead here this evening in this first region matchup of the year between these two teams. But kickoff here to Jenkins to start the fourth quarter. Saw a few pretty big blocks there, but still not able to spring free as they get tackled there at about the 14-yard line of Jenkins. Believe that was Joshua Pritchett again on that kickoff return. Going to have a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter, and 49-6 lead here for Benedictine. And thankfully, so far, able to get through this second half without any weather changes affecting the game. And hopefully we'll continue that trend. As heard about lightning in the area, but haven't seen any yet. Jeremiah James hands this one off to Pridgeon up the middle. He bounces it out to the right after he runs into a couple of his own guys, but still taken down there in the backfield by those Benedictine defensive linemen and linebackers, able to fill those gaps. That was Evan Scarborough in the backfield. Again, you have Lawton Smith in the backfield as well. And 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Out of this wing T set, you give it to Pridgeon again, right up the gut, and met in the hole again by Evan Scarborough, who's stepping up big in this second half for Benedictine, making a few pretty big tackles there right at the line of scrimmage. Still Pridgeon able to pick up about 2-3 yards on that one. Get out to about the 23-yard line here, and 3rd and 7. A long 7, but 7 still for Jenkins. 10 minutes to go in, rolling here in the fourth quarter. Jeremiah James takes a snap, hands this one off. And a 3 or 4 yard pickup there for Jenkins, but still not going to be enough for a first. Believe that is Joe Polite. They're taking that handoff and able to get out to about the 24. Had to get out to the 26, though, for a first. And Seidensticker out to kick this one away again for the Warriors. And after some confusion there from the punt team, Jenkins going to take a timeout and make sure they have things shored up before they punt this one away. 8:57 left to go here in the ball game. Benedictine with the 49-6 lead in this one. I want to thank Granger Honda, Savannah's only and now 9-time President's Award-winning dealership. The President's Award is the highest customer service award the Honda dealership can receive. Find out more GrangerHonda.com. DJ Zuko here with you, Memorial Stadium. ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. Jenkins gets set to punt this one away with John Seidensticker. As he takes the snap a little over his head, but able to track it down and get a solid punt away still. Out across midfield and bounces in between some Cadets. Lucky it didn't hit one of them there. Tracks down after a Jenkins bounce to the 41-yard line, where it will be spotted down for the Cadets to take over. And you had a backup punt returner there in the game. If you follow the trend there, probably going to have the second string offense in for Benedictine here with 8:22 to go in the game and rolling here with the rolling clock. 49-6 lead for Benedictine. And it is. You have Luke Cromenhawk coming out at quarterback. The sophomore lines up in the I form. And Rashawn Matthews takes the handoff there. Gets the give off the right side. Picks up 3 or 4 before he's taken down. There by the Jenkins Warriors. You have Larry Johnson, Joseph Cooper out there. Able to make the play for the Warriors. And Cromenhawk in the flex bone. Takes a snap, hands this one off right up the middle. Big first down gain for Benedictine. Is that Houston Jackson taking the give right up the middle and brought down at the 46-yard line. Just enough to pick up the first down there for the Cadets. Cromenhawk now sets up in the gun. You have Jackson to his left. 2 wide receivers to either side of Cromenhawk. Now a man in motion. Handoff here to the motion man. And cuts up there to the 39-yard line before he's taken down there to Barry Green. Able to come in and take that run, pick up about 8 yards there on first down. Excuse me, that 28 looks a whole lot like number 20 from this far away. But in the I form now, Cromenhawk takes a snap, hands this one off to Rashawn Matthews up the right side, but taken down there after about a 1-yard gain. Good push by the defensive line there from Jenkins. You have 71, Joseph Cooper. Able to come up with the big stop there for the Warriors. Has come up with a few big plays this evening there from his defensive end spot in the run game. 3rd and 1 for the Cadets. Cromenhawk out of the flex bone. Rashawn Matthews there in motion. Give to number 3 here, Houston Jackson, though. And he's able to shake his way up to the first down, about a 2-yard pickup there. And he got nervous there for a second. It looked like he was going to put his shoulder down, then just kind of stopped, did a couple juke moves, and able to still make his way to the first down. Sometimes, I don't know, if you're a coach, though, the north and south, man. North and south. Get that first down, get down. Either way, able to get the first. Luke Cromenhawk out of the I form, tosses it to Rashawn Jackson up the right side. Rashawn Matthews, able to pick up a solid 8-9 yard pickup there on first down once again. We have Houston Jackson in the fullback spot, able to make a couple key blocks there on that 8-yard pickup. And 2nd and a short 2 for Benedictine. Come back out in this tight I form. 4:41 to go in the ball game. Trying to milk that clock as well. Rashawn Matthews up the middle of the field, able to pick up the first, shake off a tackle, and get down to the 18-yard line before he's taken down to the second level of that Jenkins defense. And the Cadets trying to pound away the clock also. Still gashing this Jenkins defense for some solid rushing yards here in the 4th quarter. Got to the 19, Ball taken back a few steps. Still 1st and 10 for Benedictine. Out of the I form, Luke Cromenhawk takes a snap, hands it to Matthews again. Goes to the left, carries a tackler about 5-6 yards before he's taken down right at the first down marker. It looks like it's going to be enough down to the 8.5 yard line. And again, that's going to be enough for another Benedictine first down. As again, offense for Jenkins tonight have seen some flashes, some big plays. Just not enough, and this defense has been on the field quite a bit due to a lot of negative plays, a lot of false starts by that offense. You can see defensive line, especially for Jenkins, just kind of gassed here in the fourth as we roll close to 3 minutes to go in this one. First and goal from the 9. Rashawn Matthews in motion, the give to Houston Jackson right up the middle. And that defensive line able to bow up, turn him away with a big tackle. About a 1 yard gain there by Jackson. You have big number 55 there in the middle, Isaac Smith for the Warriors. And 56 as well, Jamarquis Dingle there on that defensive line for Jenkins as well. And now Benedictine really kind of starting to milk this clock a little bit more. 2:25 to go in the ball game. 3 seconds to go on the play clock. Cromenheck gets this one off, pitches it out to Rashawn Matthews on the motion. And it gets inside the 5, inside the 4 yard line before he's taken down. And third and goal here for Benedictine. 2 minutes to go. Now 1:55 now with 30 seconds on the play clock. And you're probably not going to see the game end on this possession. But Benedictine trying to get as close to it as possible here. First and goal from the 4 for the Cadets. Cromenheck jogs off the sideline with the play in hand. And I'm wondering if they're going to get this one off at all. 5 seconds. And 1 second. And they're able to get this one off, but in victory formation, they're going to kneel that one down there at the 5 yard line. And the 5 yard line, 30 seconds to go on the play clock, 1:05 to go in the game. And again, it is a rolling clock again. So looks like we're going to have another QB kneel here and a change of possession to Jenkins, but the clock won't stop on that change of possessions. So we'll see if the offense is able to get on the field for Jenkins and run a play at all here. Either way, 4th down for Benedictine in this one, 49-6 lead for the Cadets. And Cromenheck takes a snap, kneels it down once again. 35 to go and rolling. Turnover on downs there for Benedictine. Jenkins will take over. But with 30 seconds to go in the ball game, not seeing a big sense of urgency from the offense and from Jenkins. So 15 seconds to go, and both teams getting pointed to midfield. As the clock going to expire with this rolling clock, 10 seconds to go here in the ball game. That's going to be it from Memorial Stadium. Benedictine, the Cadets, in their first region game of the year there against Jenkins. Hold on, grab the victory. After the fast start, they really never let their foot off the gas. They win this one over Jenkins 49-6. Some huge turnovers there in the first half for this Jenkins defense, able to come up big all night. Really, Achilles heel for the Warriors as well, with some big penalties all night as well. Those false starts really put the Warriors offense behind the 8 ball, but either way, there was not a lot stopping this Benedictine offense tonight. Holden Garner, some huge touchdown passes this evening. You have Justin Thomas with 4 touchdowns on the night, 2 receiving, 2 rushing for Justin Thomas as he does his thing once again. LaDon Bryant scored the first receiving touchdown of the night from Holden Garner, as I believe he wrapped up with 3 touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns on the evening. You have Rashawn Matthews running in a touchdown there as well in the fourth quarter to close this one out. You have for Jenkins with the scoring. He had a huge touchdown run from Joshua Pridgeon, who was really the bright spot of the night for the Warriors offensively. Was able to sometimes gash up the middle for 5 or 6 yards, but had that one big 70-yard touchdown run. And after that, Benedictine was able to shore up the rush defense there against Joshua Pridgeon and the Warriors defense. So the Warriors offense, excuse me. Benedictine starts off region play 1-0 for the Cadets. Jenkins falls to 0-1 in region play, and they'll both look forward to Islands and New Hampstead throughout the rest of their region schedule. But for Tay Smith, I'm PJ Zuko. This has been ESPN's High School Game Day Game of the Week, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers from Memorial Stadium. It's Benedictine 49, Jenkins 6 this evening. Keep track of our social medias throughout the weekend and early next week, as we'll have the announcement on where we'll be next Friday for ESPN's High School Game Day, fueled by End Market, brought to you by Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers. Hope you have a fantastic night. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Stay safe wherever you're going this evening and getting home. And God bless. See you next week.